Welcome to another episode of Racing to Learn. We are a nonprofit that gets kids excited about math and science. We are working on our ProLine Profusion SC 4x4 today. This is a 1/10 scale short course truck that you can run monster truck tires on, for a better word. It's got super beefy components. We've upgraded some of these. We're using the Kraken aluminum CNC machined diff cups here. Actually, I've got to label these because we've got different weight diff fluids in them. This 100K diff fluid is for the front, so I'm just labeling that there. And the 60K is for the rear. I almost forgot, so I'm just using a Sharpie to mark the diff case in a couple spots, just so that I don't get mixed up. So putting an R on that to signify the rear. So you can check out our entire playlist on this truck in the video description. We're going through a step-by-step build of this kit. It comes as a kit, which is nice because then you get to build it the way you want to build it and run it the way you want to run it. So, a couple of the tuning features like the diff fluids, how the diffs are built, all that sort of stuff you get to do because you're building it from the ground up, which is nice. So we had finished step 7 here. Actually, we didn't. We just wanted to test fit the case here. It's kind of cool that the parts have these Lego-like posts molded into them, so they snap together, and then you can put the screws through them, so everything's lined up nicely. I've built kits in the past where you're kind of struggling to get things to line up, and you're balancing things with your fingers and whatnot. So gonna finish up step 7 here. We're gonna take the front diff case and put the front diff into it. So just like so. All right, make note of the direction because if you pop in, actually I'm just curious, can I pop in the diff the other way? I can. So you don't want to do that, or else things will run in reverse, or you will have two diffs fighting each other going at opposing angles. So let's get this back in here. Just making sure things run smoothly. You don't have to shim these diffs because everything is super tight from the factory here, which is nice. All right, everything's moving smoothly. So we're gonna put the front of the diff housing on here and just snap that in. And just making sure. And then this clip goes on. This truck has very easily accessible diffs, so that is a nice feature. And again, just making sure everything is running smoothly. Ooh, looks like something was catching there. It's catching on that housing. This is odd. I do have it put in the right way. Actually, I'm going to cut some flashing off. I noticed this. Some of the flashing, when you move it from the posts, still on there, and this would actually interfere with the diff housing sitting flat on the chassis here. So we want to go ahead and make sure that this flashing is cut off. Kids, be careful if you're working with an X-Acto knife here, and adults. I just want to make sure that this is flat, completely flat, because this needs to seal against the chassis to keep dust out of the differentials. Alright, and I'm going to test fit that again. Oh, okay, so there's a notch in this to allow for the gear to pass through. And Looks like we're having some clearance issues though. It's hitting that part of the diff case. Let's see here. And this is interesting because this is the front diff case. Okay, so there's a notch in the chassis there. Okay. Let's see this here. Yeah, it looks like it's hitting that part of the chassis.
No, can you start over again?
So let's try this again here.
Just close it. We need to get more things.
Yeah, it's hitting into that part of the diff case here. And you know, this being tougher metal versus the plastic, I mean it'll just wear away there, so not a huge concern. Or yeah, you could see here where it's hitting that diff case. It'll just be worn away by the gear being metal and plastic. There we go. Just spin it back and forth a little bit, and then we can clean out some of the plastic debris. But something to note, you know, when you're assembling these kits is that, yeah, you always want to check at every step that things are moving smoothly. Okay, there you go. Just really slight. You can see the indentation that the gears made on the plastic.
Hello, my name is Elisa and I'm right on the bed.
I've got my helper there in the background. Okay, so again, just making sure everything's moving. You can hear that.
I'm right here. I'm your helper and I'm a kid.
Okay, and we can always pop this back apart to see exactly how much plastic debris that created. A little bit over here, not that much. Clean that off. Okay.
Plastic is right here, and I'll put this right here to work on.
Alright, again, we'll just put these pieces back
I
together.
don't want this battery on this couch. It's a couch. Can I put this down? I want to put it up here.
There we go, spinning freely. So let us know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you next time. Thanks again for watching.